Alright, so what's going on, guys? DLC 4 is just around the corner for Vanguard. The Archon, the Archon, something like that. I've heard it being called both ways. Whatever it is, I'm just going to call it the Archon. But the Archon is releasing on the 24th of August, so, you know, we're getting very, very close to it. And I just kind of want to break down what this can kind of mean for the zombies community and kind of just going over Vanguard's sort of gradual decline now into irrelevancy. So I just kind of want to give you guys a little bit of a timeline just to kind of go through what I mean, just to explain this fully. So Vanguard released with Fong, as you all know, and you know, people were hyped for Vanguard, I'd say, like a decent amount, nothing crazy. I wouldn't say it's like the regular zombies hype. I mean, just maybe like just like a little bit under the regular zombies hype, but people were still excited because if you remember back to Cold War, people were saying, oh yeah, there was all those leaks about how the last map in Cold War, they're not going to make one because they're going to be making zombies for Vanguard. And so everyone was kind of just like, okay, we prefer that over another map in Cold War, even though now it's the other way around and people wanted more maps for Cold War. Double standards in the COD community, I'm not going to get into it, but pretty much, you know, Vanguard releases and it is hot trash. It is probably the worst zombies experience we've ever gotten. And I'm only saying that just because I've not played World War II zombies, so I don't know about it, but it's pretty bad. It has no content virtually. The only thing you can do in it is just go for high rounds. And that's kind of what, like, people were saying that to me, and I bought it anyway because I was like, you know what, the high rounds might be fun because I like just going for basic zombies high rounds. If it has basic mechanics, it'll be like just basic zombies, and I'm fine with that. Like, I like Onslaught and stuff, but it's just something about it, man. The objective-based gameplay, you can tell that like there was just no polish to it. You couldn't pause. You would lag in solo. You still lag in solo, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. Should not turn this into a Vanguard zombies rant. You get the gist. I'm sure you heard it everywhere. The game was trash. And so, you know, over the time, they slowly updated it, adding more things, but it was really still just this bare bones experience that just wasn't fun to go for high rounds in. Like, the objectives were boring. They were the same thing over and over, and it just was not fun. And then they added the Easter egg to it. Really basic, really simple. I'm pretty sure everyone could figure that one out without even looking up a guide. And, you know, that was it. Fong was over. People were just hating Vanguard zombies, still do, and for good reason. But, you know, Vanguard zombies is dead at that point. Like, there's nothing it can do to, you know, really bring itself out of the water because of how bad the reception was for Fong. And, you know, any game that's like that in that state is just, it's really hard to pull itself out of the water because it just stoops so low and there was just zero people talking about it. So then comes along Terra Maledicta. That map releases. Now, I didn't actually play a lot of it. I've played like 3 rounds of it just because when that came out, I was just in a really busy point in my life. Like, nothing bad happened, but I was just super busy, so I wasn't really able to play it. And I kind of just skipped out on it. So, I can't really tell you much about it. I haven't done the Easter egg, which I want to do before the map comes out, before the Archon. But I'm pretty sure it's just really easy. It's just really basic. It's basically just more of Fong, though I've not played it, but I'm pretty sure I've seen gameplay and stuff. It just looks like Fong. So then, you know, community's completely dead still. That didn't really do anything for it. That's maybe like, you know, maybe like a couple more people are playing the game, but basically no one's talking about it. And then Shinonuma releases, and to great acclaim for considering how dead Vanguard Zombies was. You know, people were playing it, people were streaming it, people still are streaming it. You know, at least some talk was in the community. You know, storyline videos were being made. There was something to talk about, and I think that was sort of proof that Vanguard can have some wins in how bad the game is, if you know what I mean. Like, it can have some good. You're able to find some good in it. But now we're here at the last map, the Archon, and, you know, people are gonna probably go into this thinking that it's gonna be, holding it to the standards of regular Treyarch maps, and it's just not gonna be able to do that. I'd say go into this map thinking that it is gonna be just like Shinonuma Reborn. Just go into it with those low expectations, and I'm sure that you'll have an okay time. Now, the whole reason why I'm making this video, and probably why you clicked on the title, is that this boss fight. So Treyarch's been hyping up this boss fight on their blog posts and on Twitter and stuff. So I'll go ahead and read you the blog post here. So it says, in addition to the new quests and narrative, Cortifex's last stand at the end of the main quest is unquestionably the crown jewel of the Archon. Rather than devoting valuable development time to additional features or more covenants, the team placed a priority on creating a truly memorable boss fight on a scale rarely seen in zombies. We think you'll agree if you can survive the trials. So this has left a lot of people skeptical and really wondering what Treyarch has been brewing, and I'm all up for it. So pretty much what they're saying is that, they skipped out on adding useless covenants that people aren't going to be doing because they just use the same ones that they've always been using and stuff like that. Skipped out on little side Easter eggs that people are going to do once. They skipped out on all that to make this boss fight one of the best we've ever seen, and I'm all for that. That is such a ballsy move, but it really is the best move that they could have done, and I think it was a really smart play, because no matter how good the map is, it's going to be tainted by being on Vanguard, similar to some of the maps on Black Ops 4, like Dead of the Night. People are always going to hate it, and no one's gonna wanna play it because it's on Vanguard. It's tainted by the the systems, the covenants and stuff. So they're like, what? Why bother? Why not just make an absolutely fantastic boss fight? And I'm all for it. So this boss fight, they're saying that it's rarely on scale we've rarely seen in zombies. They don't even say in like Black Ops games. They say in all of zombies. So this is probably referencing Mephistopheles. And if we're having like a Mephistopheles level, it probably won't be that like crazy like as Mephistopheles, but like it's definitely going to be probably bigger than any Treyarch Zombies map we've ever seen. And I'm all for that. I cannot wait. It was such a good, like, smart play, and I think that if Vanguard can really make this boss fight memorable, have like different layers to it, have like cool stages, have a really cool arena, have cool quotes, and just make it like super dynamic, like thematic, and like stuff like just exploding everywhere, have like giant like fantastical elements in the background, I don't know, like huge monsters and stuff. Just make it like super fun and super difficult as well. I really hope it's really difficult. I like difficult boss fights, and if they make it something like that, I think that it will absolutely blow everyone out of the water, because we haven't had that good of boss fights, in zombies. We've had, Legion, the DE Keeper, Voyage Eye, and that's really it for Treyarch. Like, the maps aren't that good, the boss fights, if you really, look at each one. So if they make an absolutely amazing boss fight, I think this is the only thing that can save Vanguard, because that the map can't, the lore won't. Just if the boss fight's amazing, everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, let's go back and play Vanguard just to go do the boss fight. Like, everyone's gonna want to do that, and I'm so down for it. I'm so excited. So that's pretty much it, guys. This is Treyarch's only way to salvage Vanguard. This is the only thing they can do, is just make a super memorable boss fight, and I'm all for it. And I think it was a really smart decision that they made. Like, I can't really put it into words just how much this just makes sense. So I'm excited for it, guys. Can't wait for it. Hopefully the Easter egg, like the process, is fun too, and hopefully we get a not a slideshow cutscene. Fingers crossed. Anyway, that's about it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.